think the first year, being up here, the first, family trip without Dad is, it's bittersweet. I think fishing is an art because it's adapting to your environment. We live in the city, we have our own routine that we deal with, but when you're out on the water, it's different. Hi, my name is Dan Wachowski Jr. I think fishing and family are tied together.
Fishing to my brother meant the world. I mean, he lived really to fish. He couldn't wait twice a year to come up here.
From my dad's standpoint, it's more of an art. You knew every year that there was that week that we'd all be together. I think when we're up here, it's a chance to tighten that grip, between families and cousins and aunts, uncles, whatever the case may be. And, the big family fish fry, normally on Wednesdays or Thursdays. This year it's on a Wednesday, so. It's probably been 5 years, I think, that he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and he had cancer in his kidney. It was kind of obviously a shock. On a fixed income, how do you afford a new cancer medicine? It was, kind of overwhelming. It's like, all right, what loan are we going to take out, or what are we going to do to help do this? And then all of a sudden, someone in the doctor's office said, hey, you know what? There's this charity out there that, we've got the paperwork. If you're willing to take a shot at it, you never know. So next thing you know, Dad's got the form, and he's like, can you fill this out, And, within a couple days, there was the approval, and with, I don't even think it was 2 weeks, the medication shows up in the mailbox. That, talk about, just someone feeling that hope realized. Oh, to give back to the Chronic Disease Fund was, I don't want to say it was a no-brainer, but for me it was. Casting for CDF is a fundraiser for the Chronic Disease Fund that basically is allowing me to take my dad's fishing lures and fish with them, but have people, donate money to the Chronic Disease Fund. With every lure that someone sponsored for $5, they have a chance to win $100, if it catches the biggest fish. But I think more than that, for them to learn about the Chronic Disease Fund. I already had the idea in my head what I wanted to do, but being able to link it with Facebook and wasn't something that I was necessarily comfortable with. I mean, I know that my kids are, but for myself personally, to be able to build something out and have it where people all around the country and even all around the world, have a chance to look at some pictures of, my dad when he was younger fishing, in the place that now my family's been going to for 5 generations. Dad's final days were bittersweet. From October to around Thanksgiving, his mind was still solid. We were playing cards, a simple look in the eye and one last I love you. They got that one last I love you, and I think that goes a long way. It's just called a fisherman's prayer. It's short and sweet, but I think it's a good one for today. I pray that I may live to fish until my dying day, and when it comes to my last cast, I then most humbly pray, when in the Lord's great landing net and peacefully asleep, that in his mercy I be judged, big enough to keep. Amen. Amen. Thanks, everyone. Let's go up and make some fish. It was a very special thing that the Chronic Disease Fund did for my dad. And I think that it's my duty to make sure that people know about the Chronic Disease Fund. And if we don't share that information with one another, then potential is there that someone's going to miss out on special memories and making someone else's life a little bit longer and a little sweeter.